Wanted to do my first impressions for Tom Clancy's The Division. Now, I put about 7 or 8 hours into the game yesterday. I think that's more than enough time I needed to do my first impressions, but I gotta say, I've really been liking it. I played it all day yesterday, all night. I can't get on right now because my internet's acting up and you can't play this game without internet connection. So, a little pissed about that, but overall, I'm still liking the game. I still want to play. Still feel like this is something I'm gonna be playing for a while. Starting with the visuals, I played the beta, and when I fired this up, I can tell right off the jump that it looked better than the beta. It's not anything crazy, but it definitely does look better. I think you can notice that they have done some improvements to the visuals since then. I had some issues with textures when I was playing yesterday. Sometimes when I was walking past signs, nothing would be there. And then like as I got closer or, even when I walked past and looked behind, then something popped up. Or if I'm walking in the street, of course you expect the street to be detailed, but at times it would just be like, a gray surface or a black surface and no details whatsoever. I know within the game you can adjust a couple things to the visuals, like sharpen the image or what's the other one? Brightness. Now when I turned the sharpness all the way up, I I noticed that's when I was having the problems with the texture. So I'm thinking that might have something to do with it. Hopefully they can patch that, fix that up, because I like the way the image looks when my sharpness is up. Um, so yeah, visually, I think the game looks really good. I think they did a great job with the one-to-one recreation of New York City. You actually start the game off in Brooklyn, and I think that area looked nice. If you're from New York City, if you've been there and you know the landscape, you know the area, I think you'll be really impressed at how good they did with the environment. Um, the gameplay, I'm really enjoying it. It plays like an RPG. It's a third-person shooter, plays like an RPG. Uh, I was talking about in my beta impressions that I thought the being that it's a third-person shooter and you're taking on enemies that look just like you or look like normal people, and they have this health bar and they're like bullet sponges. You know what I'm saying? It takes a long time to take them out unless you're doing critical damage with headshots and stuff like that. But eventually you look past it, you get used to it, and it all starts to flow together, and it becomes something fun to play. Like I said, I've been playing with some friends, so I think that's when this game shines the most, is if you get a group of friends that you know to play with, that you can communicate with. And it also has a matchmaking system. So even if you can't, get a group of friends to play with, if you want, you can do a matchmaking and it'll find some players for you to play with. And even if you can do that, I suggest it, because when you're putting these games on the hardest difficulty, what I'm saying, you want to get the best loot from that. And playing with the AI, it was just like, you get down, then it's pretty much over after that point. But if you're playing with a group of friends, they can pick you up. You guys can pick each other up, help each other out, communicate better. Or even if you can't communicate, just having a human person play with you is, to me, always going to be better than the AI. So yeah, looking at some of the abilities that this game have, I know the beta only gave you a couple. Um, as you get further in the game, you get more, and that was something I was really interested in when I was playing the beta. Is that the ability tree was looked pretty big, and when you get to a certain point in the game, I believe it's when you get to the base of operations and you have to bring the wings online. They have a medical wing, a tech wing, and I believe it's like a supply or support wing. I can't remember which one it was. But once you get those online, you even get access to more, more things in the ability tree, the perks, the talents, and stuff like that. So that that aspect of the game, I think they did a really good job. You have mods in the game for your weapons, and of course you got the basic classes. You got your pistol, submachine gun, assault rifles, sniper rifles, and things like that. So you can put mods on those weapons to make them better, shoot faster, reload faster, and things like that. You can this game has a crafting system, which is actually something I had just found out the day before yesterday. I didn't even know this game had a crafting system. So yeah, it's really like an RPG. It has a crafting system. You can craft weapons, you can craft mods, you can craft clothing because of course you can change your outfit within the game. You can craft all types of stuff. Anything that you can buy, you can craft as well. And you know what I'm saying? So, you have that aspect to the game. And that was like I was really impressed while playing because um it goes really in depth. So, if you're interested in a game like, RPG like that, and you're a fan of, that style of play, and you like third person shooters, it's kind of like a perfect blend when it comes to the gameplay. Um, like I said, it took me a while to get past the bullet sponge enemies, but you get used to it. And if you play RPGs, that's something you're used to. So it's not like it's anything different, you know what I'm saying? But it's a fun aspect to see those two genres blend together. And third person shooter is one of my favorite genres. So I was real happy with the results from playing yesterday. The character customization was really bare bones. I kind of wish they did a better job with that. You know what I'm saying? They gave you a couple presets. You can choose male or female. You get a couple presets within the game that you can pick from, but you can't really do much with them. Like, you can adjust the eye color, you can adjust the hairstyle, the hair color. You can put on tattoos, piercings, glasses, and things like that, and even neck tattoos. But that's where it stops. Like, you can't pick what type of nose you want, what type of shape eyes you want, what type of eyebrows, things like that. Like, that deep customization that you normally find in RPGs just wasn't there for me. So I feel like they could have did a better job with that. And I don't even think you can adjust the character, the facial aspects of the character after you create them. I think after you do that, it's done. So not much to pick from, but if you do pick, make sure you like what you see, because if not, you're gonna have to create another character. What else can I talk? I could talk about the story. So yeah, the story was something that I was interested in a lot when I was watching trailers and looking at gameplay footage of the game before I picked it up. Now, I'm not far within the game, but from what I've played, it's not really anything special to me. It's okay so far. The voice acting isn't really that good in my opinion. The characters just don't stick out to me. They're forgettable. And right now, nothing too crazy. It had a couple instances that happened, but nothing new that I've seen, because the simple fact that as far as I got in the real game, I was able to get that far from the beta. Now, I didn't have access to all the abilities and perks and talents and stuff like that, but I was able to, play pretty much the same part that I'm at now. So I'm hoping the more that I play, the more the better it will get, because I'll see stuff that I haven't seen before, and I'll get to meet new characters and things like that. So yeah, going back to the weapons, something I just remembered. Each each weapon, and like even going into things like mods and attachments and clothing items, backpacks, like there's tiers to these items and weapons. So like each tier has a different color, and the harder the mission, sometimes the better loot you get. So it'll be the higher colors and stuff like that. So that's why also I suggest, if you play this game, to play the missions on the hardest difficulty if you can, because you'll get the best loot and things like that. The Dark Zone was something that I didn't get into yet. I was hoping to get into it tonight, but like I said earlier, my internet is acting up, so I can't even play. But the Dark Zone is basically the area you can go to that's within the game that's still contaminated, and within that area, it has the best loot. some of the stronger enemies, as also the online section of the game. So like if you're playing and you want to, get the best stuff, that's definitely an area to check out. But you also got to worry about other people, because like you have to extract the items that you find through the helicopter, but anybody who's in that server can interrupt that extraction and kill you and take your stuff. So I'll probably throw up another video maybe tomorrow or day after I got a chance to get into the dark zone, and give you guys a further impressions about what's going on there. So yeah, if you got the game, let me know what you think about it, if you're enjoying it. If I didn't answer any questions and you got, put them down in the comment section, I'll get right to them. And yeah, I'll check you guys out in my next video. Like I said, tomorrow or later on today, I might have a video up of the dark zone, my dark zone impression. So this, just talking about this single player and some of the co-op missions and stuff that I did. So yeah, that's all I got. So I'll check y'all out in my next video. Peace.